Welcome back everybody to 79th Street and the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host Broncos Guru in collaboration with our boy Wavy Boats. It's another Wavy Guru Productions back down here at the ramp, and we've got our first crew approaching the dock today. It's a little bit overcast. It's been raining off and on here around Miami, so it's going to be an interesting day to see how these captains fare, because anytime it starts raining, things get a little out of hand down here. People will start coming racing back in just as quick as they can. And our crew looks like they're kind of taking it easy, slow roll approach, heading into the dock. And somebody's whistling at somebody here. Got a couple skis approaching on this side too. Oh, and the skis collide. My man's texting, not even paying attention. He was looking down at his phone and just straight up ran over the ski in front of him. Thank God we were in an idle situation here. And even our boat's got to back up to kind of let this guy go through because he's just not paying attention whatsoever. And the crew's going to come back in and approach the dock. And I'll tell you what, our co-captain here, or first mate, whatever you'd like to call her, is a brave one. These jet boats are notorious for having some torque and kind of throttle going all over the place. And her to stand up on the bow like this is a gutsy call. Usually I talk about people standing up on the rear swim deck when I see these things approach, and we're waiting to see somebody go in on one of those. This is one of those situations where somebody could easily go in if the captain just bumps the throttle just a little bit in the wrong direction. And our captain's leaving the helm. It looks like he's killed the throttle altogether actually on this one. Oh, no, they hit it. Cap saves himself. He almost went in as well. And I was worried about the first mate, and I guess the captain was the one we really had to watch out for in this situation. But our first mate's off on the dock, and we're going to get this one up as well. And speaking of jet boats, our second crew to do an approach today is going to be another jet boat as well. But this one, they're coming in at a little more cautious approach. Nobody's doing anything crazy like trying to stand in the bow. But our guy's coming in a little hot. He's going to have to speed check this one. And we throw, and we use the dock as the brake. I love the toss of the fender out there and the second fender. Just a little bit late, guys. We've already hit the dock. It's a little, that's kind of like one of those after the thought moments where you're like, oh, let's go ahead and toss a fender out. But after we hit the dock. And our captain's going to leave the helm here as well. He's killed his power, and hopefully we're going to get this one up here, but he's kind of in a funky situation. The stern of this vessel is drifting out pretty hard. At least he's got a line on the mid cleat, and somebody didn't hand him one on the front bow cleat. But he's going to have to pull this one back in. And he's going to do the slow kick out, and eventually it will come around and allow him to tie this up on number 3. And our crew here has gotten the boat sideways in between 4 and 5. And they've spotted the cameras, and they're super stoked. They've got themselves in a little bit of a mischief, and they need to get out of that first before they get too worried about the camera. But no, they're only concerned with the camera now. We're going to see how Cat does this, because now the pressure's on. They know the camera's here. They're trying to show off for the camera. Oh, and they've already gotten themselves into a little bit of trouble. We do a quick speed check. Yeah, guys, hold on. Don't worry about the camera too much yet. Let's make sure we can get out of this location. Cap's going to throttle it up. And are they going to hit the dock? They are too. They're going to, oh, Cap goes for the push off, and we slam into 5. Once again, distracted by fame. These people see the camera over here, and that's the only thing they're worried about is, are we going to make it onto the greatest show on earth? And guess what, guys? You absolutely are today. But it's not always the channel you want to wind up on. But they will eventually get it out of here. They're super stoked. And they're going to make it, head out into Biscayne Bay, and continue their fun day. And I'm not sure what's going on here. We're just pushing people off what appears to be a perfectly functioning vessel and saying, swim into the dock. And my man's unloaded them. I'm guessing if he unloaded them right there, he's not docking. He's just planning to pull straight back out and go. He's got a couple friends here with him as well, but That's still just a strange one. I don't think I've seen anybody pull up to the dock on a boat or a ski and just say, "Yeah, bro, we're here. Swim for it." We ain't got the time to pull you up to the dock. But now he even looks like he's making an approach on one, so I'm even more confused. So if you were going to go ahead and land on the dock anyway... Oh no, he's got an officer who's called him over. Basically, he's being scolded right now. He's probably telling the officer, "Hey, I was just dropping them off." And the officer's saying, "Yeah, bro, you can't just dump people. There's a bunch of boats coming. Somebody's going to die." So I thought he was pulling up to actually approach the dock for a minute, but my man's getting a lecture. And probably rightfully so. I mean, you really don't want to just toss people into the water where there's a bunch of propellers swimming around. And somebody who's low in the water in a situation like this, a boater, if he's looking toward the docks, trying to pick which dock he's going to be at and focusing on other things that are going on, getting lines and fenders out, if there's somebody swimming in the water, he might not even see him. So it's just really not a good idea. And here comes our crew, approaching, once again, a couple friends. Everybody kind of hit the dock at the same time. And my man's really got the slow roll approach going on here. And this is mid-tide, but even at mid-tide, things can get a little tricky trying to get up onto these docks, especially from the skis. As you can tell, it's just so much higher than the ski. Still, it's not quite the same as when they're going to low tide. So we've successfully got her off. Our guy's going to go ahead and open up his glove box, and I'm assuming he's going to pass her some stuff. Now, it looks like he's going for the keys, and she's going to bring the trailer down, so they're going to go for the key handoff. But, he's just slipping just out of reach. Fortunately for him, he held on to the keys. Many times in a situation like that, I watched the keys go for a swim. And he was at least wise enough to hold on to them hard enough to be able to make sure that one didn't happen. But we'll get a successful handoff here on the second attempt. And now she's going to get the trailer, and they're going to get ready to get out of here. And our crew, there's a lot going on here. There's several skis sitting around here. These guys are done waiting, and he's going to try and navigate his way out. So we've got the ski on the dock. He narrowly gets by that one. And we've got my man here who decided he's just going to sit out in the middle of the waterway and kind of block all the ramps. And our guy's going to sneak right past him as well. And, I mean, this is a tight fit. But my man, once again, is done waiting on everybody and was like, "Out of my way, guys." And he goes ahead and does a good job. Gets himself out there and no issues, doesn't hit anybody. And one of the better maneuvers we probably saw of the day. And as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, it's been overcast and raining all around us. And finally, it's our turn. And now we've got the mad scramble for people to get back to 79th and try and get their vessels off the water as the rain comes down. And this one's always a wild scene. If you ever want to see something really interesting, go on a busy Saturday or Sunday to your local boat ramp when it starts raining and see the madness that occurs after that. But everybody's about to get out of here, and speaking of getting out of here, we're getting out of here as well. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And of course, we've got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet, Miami, Florida. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.